Jai Gurudev. The individual soul has five afflictions. We call it klesha. The first is avidya. The second is asmita. Third is raga. Fourth is dvesha. Fifth is abhinivesha. Avidya means ignorance. Ignorance is because of lack of discrimination. We make our own concepts of things, of situation, of circumstances, of objects. And our limited idea about situation, things, people is the cause of ignorance. It is the lack of discrimination. There is a universal mind and there is an individual mind. As long as the individual mind is in alignment with the universal mind, then things go fine. But because of our limited concepts, when the individual mind comes to its own conclusion, then we say it is in ignorance. For example, let's say it is night and you want sunlight and you try very hard to open the window. But the sun only comes in the morning. And no matter how much you open the window, because your concept says, okay, let me open the window and then the sunlight comes. So it's an example of ignorance, avidya. This is the first one, avidya or ignorance. And because of our concept, because of my own concept, there's an ego associated with it, Or because of ego, I come up with my own concept. The second is asmita. Asmita is me, mine. Only my way is right. Only my concept is true. That's the second affliction. Avidya and asmita. The third is raga. Raga means craving. Craving for people, craving for situation, craving for things. So it is because of lack of understanding of what love is. Now, when you love someone, when you love people, when you love situation or things without wisdom, it causes an attachment that results in craving for it. And it doesn't take long for your craving to turn into hatred, isn't it so? For example, you love someone so much, and once they don't give enough attention to you, you start hating them, isn't it so? So, raga and dvesha. And after that, the last thing is the abhinivesha. Abhinivesha means fear. Because you're losing someone's attention, because there is lack of love, you feel a little fear inside of you. So the individual self has these five afflictions: avidya, asmita, raga, dvesha, abhinivesha. So I would say avidya and asmita is because of lack of discrimination, lack of viveka. And the result of viveka is vairagya. So when we have raga and dvesha and abhinivesha, it is because of lack of vairagya, which is lack of dispassion. So on the path of spirituality or in the life itself, just look back at our own life. How do we measure our progress? Is our avidya decreasing year to year? Is our ego subsiding year to year? Raga, are we able to love people without attachment? Dvesha, are we still averse to people? Are we still hating people or people's situation and things? Or are we still afraid of things? So all these five parameters, when they decrease, then we can say we are making progress on the path. So the difference between individual self and the universal self is the individual self is marred with these inflictions, while the universal self is free of these afflictions. It is full of knowledge, vidya, and there is no ego associated. It's just the universal ego. There is no craving or aversion. It is just pure love. And there is no fear because there is only love, joy, bliss, truth. So if you want to measure our progress in the spiritual path, just see how much of these five parameters have decreased year to year. Jai Gurudev.